So we're going to look at a few items here with the Counting to Calculus framework. This is the first book in the framework. The Counting to Calculus, Everything Elementary Math and Pre-Algebra with Consumer Math. This particular version was written using, the workbook was written to follow the College of the Redwoods Pre-Algebra text, which is what we've used with our students for many years. However, there is a pre-algebra textbook from OpenStax, and there's a workbook for that we've created as well. The idea of this first volume is to basically give students a chance to consolidate their knowledge when it comes to pre-algebra concepts. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, fractions, decimals, percents, ratios, and proportions. Now, notice that they've done some of those concepts before in Singapore math or a different elementary school math curriculum. But when I meet someone who's a non-traditional student or someone who's thinking of going back to school, I'm not going to give them a Singapore math curriculum. I'm going to give them the Everything Elementary Math and Pre-Algebra from Counting to Calculus, the workbook. I'm going to give them this workbook and I'm going to give them a textbook recommendation. Now, with tools like AI, you can generate as many examples as you want for any math concept. But this is the first volume. But before you do this, how cool would it be to look at this tool, for example, that we're building, the Counting to Calculus Mastery Tracker. We're using the Singapore Math and Cambridge Math curriculum, which makes our curriculum actually universal for anybody from any country. They can use our curriculum and become an expert in mathematics, right? And become very good at math. Now, we're not saying they're going to become mathematicians, but they at least will be able to enjoy the journey much better because they are using a mastery-based approach. The idea of this app, which I believe can help 1 billion people to learn math well, is that you don't move on to the next topic until you master the first topic. So, for example, have you mastered the first topic? Have you mastered numbers from 1 to 10? Do you know how to count from 1 to 10? Your answer might be, of course I do. Great. Do you know how to write numbers? Great. Okay, now move on to the next topic and the next topic and so on. Now, these are just sample topics. The topics go, there's over 300, 400 topics if you're going from basic math all the way to calculus. But this is the first aspect of our app that we're building, is that it's going to track your progress in a vertical format like this. If you move to a new country, your teacher just pulls up your mastery tracker and they can see exactly what you've mastered. The app will come with practice problems, it will come with videos, it will come with examples, it will come with applications in the real world, STEM, career options that use, that concept. We want students to use the app to become very good at math, but also have a vision for their lives. We want to help students to flourish in math and beyond. And then here's the other aspect of this app. Imagine we put it like this, where it's like a bar. Like, how are you doing with your number sense and numeration, your basic operations, fractions, decimals, and percents? You can keep seeing these bars, and your goal is to get them all to 100. And each of these, if we double click on them, the goal is that it will actually give you a breakdown of algebra, for example. You get all the topics related to algebra. Or you click on the geometry, you get all the topics related to geometry. And it's the components of each of those topics that comes back to give you this aggregate of 70%. So this is the Mastery Tracker system. We have this version of it and we have this version of it that we're building out. Our goal is to be able to get a full prototype in the next 3 months. We have 3 tiers where you could just get the app, which will track all your math, give you videos and resources at about $10 a month. And then we have the tier where you can sign up for tutoring once a week with a small group of students who are in a similar place as you in your math skills. And then we have a third category, which is a one-on-one tutoring option. So you can choose what tier works for you. You can choose based on what grade level is your child, where's your child at. We have a diagnostic that we'll use with them. But we're looking for people to help in this process of the beta testing. About 200 to 500 people. Our goal is to provide you with the support, get your feedback over the next 3 to 6 months. And then, God willing, beyond that, we want to launch. We want to launch to a larger audience. Eventually, we want to see 1 billion people using this app because it is universal for every country, no matter what your background. It's mastery based. And I believe that it can really change the game in math education, especially with AI. We will see students finishing algebra in 3 months. We'll see students finishing algebra 1, algebra 2, geometry, and pre-calc in 1 year. Like, this whole idea of grade-based learning of math is I don't think is the way to go. It needs to be a mastery-based system. And the other reason why we have these workbooks is we want students to learn how to take good notes. So these are workbooks. There's 16 of them in the series. You basically can take notes of what you're learning. And then you can go on our My Open Math website if you want to take our diagnostic. I have it right there for you. Go to myopenmath.com, use the course ID 247873 and the enrollment key of STEM. And if you are interested in being a part of the beta testing, please go to amosthemathguy.com. So you go to amosthemathguy.com, and right on our website, you can see that we have a form that you can fill out. So you fill out this form and I'll get in touch with you about our beta testing. Our math curriculum goes from pre-K all the way to college. It's counting to calculus 1, calculus 2, calculus 3, linear algebra, discrete math, differential equations. Why do we have all of these? Because some students might be ready for it in 12th grade. They might be ready for more. Let's give them the option to have as much as they want in their learning. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to fill out the form and we'll get in touch, and we look forward to working with you to transform math education. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos on math excellence, STEM excellence, and our tutor training program, where we're training tutors to help us with this scaling project. Have a blessed day.